Hey leaders, how you doing? This is Marco Kino. I am Assistant and Automation Specialist at our company Ivy Leads, where we provide business owners like yourself the right system and automation to scale your business and take it to the next level. Now, every week we share tutorial videos to our clients and subscribers in giving them value and making sure that they are aware of the features and tools inside our all-in-one CRM. Now, for today's video, I'm going to show you another tutorial. And if you don't have any CRM yet, we offer a 30-day free trial so that you can test it out and also follow through the tutorial videos that we are creating so you can do it yourself and get results as soon as possible. Hey leaders, so for this tutorial video, I'm going to show you a powerful workflow that will personalize your follow-up campaign to the next level. Now, one way to do that is by using the actual responses of your prospects and creating a follow-up campaign specifically for that response. Now, take note that this workflow that I'm about to show you works for different kinds of purpose. Whether it be for your survey funnel, which you can see on my screen right now, maybe a post-call form that you have, you know, like this one, or any type of opt-in page, as long as you have a specific question that you want to use as a basis. Like, for example, which program are they most interested in? Now, for example, they say they're interested in Fun and Grow, right? Then you have a specific follow-up campaign for that product. What if they're interested in Branding Accelerator? Then you have another follow-up campaign for that specific, answer. Now, instead of sending them a general follow-up campaign, you have, different follow-ups based on what they are most interested about, which would customize it and personalize it to the next level, right? Now, that's the bigger picture, right? Now, for this example, I'm going to use our survey funnel. As an example, we have questions here as well. This is what we use to drive all our audience and build our own database. Now, for example, which applies to you, we have 5 to 6 quality questions here. And what if you want to use, this question, for example, are you ready and able to invest, right? If you want to have a follow campaign when they say yes, a different one when they say just doing research, right? Maybe a different follow-up campaign when they say curious, I'll be ready next year, right? So any kind of form that you have, this tutorial would work for you, right? So quick segue, if you don't have a survey funnel yet, we offer a complete course on this, which you have access to if you're a subscriber to our CRM. So, don't worry about that, or we can build this out for you as well, right? All right. Now, if they don't book a call using this, survey, because once they answer this question, it will go to a page which they can book a call. Now, what we do is we send them a follow-up email, right? Asking them to book a call. Now, that's the follow-up campaign that you can have. But today, what I'll be showing you, like I mentioned, it's not just setting up a general follow-up, but rather incorporating what they actually answered on their survey. Right? So there's a specific follow-up for that question, and being directed towards their response. And the beautiful thing is that once you've set this up one time, you don't have to think about it, because as you know, 5 to 12 follow, really makes the sale. And sometimes you have so many things to do and so many leads to follow up that you're forgetting someone, and this will solve that problem, right? And by the way, the workflow that I'm about to show you, you can do this yourself. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, or we can do it for you as well, right? So this is the actual workflow. So the first thing is to go to, marketing, go to, give me a second. Let me show you exactly how I got here. So the first step is to obviously log into your account. And then once you're there, go to automations. And then under workflow, you can, create your own workflow by clicking the button here. And then you can start from scratch. Start from scratch, click that, and then create new workflow. Now that will open the editor. So let me go back to where I am. So I'll show you exact workflow that we have. So this one is the workflow that you will be creating similarly once you follow through the steps. Now, the first step is to click on, add new workflow trigger. Now, this is a matter of finding the form that you have and you want to use as a basis for your follow-up campaign. If it's a survey funnel, like what I showed you a while ago, then you can find, survey submitted and then just finding that actual survey that you have on your survey funnel. Or if this is, a post call form and you created that under forms, then click on form submitted and then just find that actual form by adding a filter. Now once you have that saved, then click on the save trigger. Now this is going to be the base, so every time this form or the survey that you have was there's a submission, you're going to use that for the automation. Now the second step is by clicking the plus sign. Now what I want to do every time I have a workflow is I want to add a tag for tracking purpose. Now you want to have that as well. So just click on that arrow sign and plus sign and find add contact tag. And from here, you can use any kind of tag that you have as long as you remember it. So this one is post call form submitted, for example. And then from here, click on the plus sign again, and then scroll down and find if and else to make a condition, right? So once you click that, this will show, and then from here, you can, create a segment. Now, what to do is to find the custom field of the question that you want. Like, for example, like I mentioned, which program are they most interested in? I want to use this as a basis, right? And let's start with the first choice, which is the 5-star business accelerator. So from here, go to select and then click on contact details. And from here, you can find the custom, fields here and find the question that you want, which is, which program are they most interested in? And then the operator, click on is, and then select the answer that you want. Now, pay attention. Let's start with the first option first, right? So once you have that, that's good. So let me delete this because I already have that there. So your condition would be, if they are interested in the 5-star business accelerator, click on save action. You know, on the yes, right? You're gonna do these things. So what happens is that, first you want to have a pipeline as well for tracking. But if you don't want that, that's completely fine. If you just want to set up, a follow-up campaign, then you can click on the plus sign, which is on that branch, right? And then you can click on add to workflow if you have a different follow-up for that, or you can create that actual follow-up here by creating, some external communications. So if you want to send an email, click on send email, and then you can specify here the copy, the from name, the from email, the subject line. Then you can start creating the copy for that answer. So pay attention, you are going to create different types of follow-up campaign for each answer, right? So the 5-star business accelerator has a different follow-up campaign. So it's just a matter of, pacing that follow-up that you have. I advise you to create that in like a separate Google document before actually pasting them here. All right. So for example, we have here the follow-up campaign. Da, 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 da. Once you click on save action, you have, to make sure you have all these informations here, which is, depending on what you want to put. Click on save action, and from there it will show here, right? So there's an issue here because I haven't put anything here. Let me try to put something. There you go. And then from here you can also add another, communication. What if you want to send an SMS? You can do that as well, right? So this is for that first answer. Now the second one right, is going to another branch, right? What if it's not the 5-star business accelerator, right? Then you can click on the plus sign here, and then you can add another condition, right? So it's just repeating the process. Same thing, you're going to add a segment, find the question, but then instead of the 5-star, you're going to select the other, option. So once you have that, click on save action, and from here, going to the branch, right? Which is the yes. If it's blue, it means yes. If it's red, it means no. So on this branch, if they fit to that, criteria, which is the second answer, then you have here another, workflow, right? So click on the plus sign if you want to send another email, a different email from the first email that we created, because this is a different answer. Then you can put it here, you know, put the subject, for example, and then specify your from name and from email and click on save action. The same thing, you can add another extra communication like send SMS. You can even call them. You can leave a voicemail. If you're connected with Messenger, Instagram in your account, you can do that as well, as long as they have a previous communication with you inside the system, right? There are a bunch of things that you can do to automate that, right? So that's for the second question. And then the third, which would be the branding accelerator, you know, on that um, no branch, which is the red one, it's just repeating the same process, clicking on the plus sign and adding a condition. Once again, going to if and else. And once that's done, the condition would be just setting up the segment. So the same question but different answer. Instead of the first two, you're gonna select the third one, right? Click on save action, and then you have another branch, right? So the blue branch, which is the yes branch, you're gonna add another plus sign, and you want to send an email, for example, right? And a different email for that specific answer. All right. Cool. Well, you can add multiple ones. You can, add here 10 different emails, 10 different SMS, voicemail, calls. You can do all of that as long as you just use these different actions at your disposal, right? So another thing, if you want to make the timing, like for example, let's go back to the first answer. So the email, this is the first email, and then on the middle, click on the plus sign. You can add here a wait, a time delay, like for example, 2 days. So after 2 days, you want to add another email or send them, an SMS. Then you can click on the plus sign. And from here, for example, another email, you can put here the details and another email that you want. Email to, for example, click on save action. And then from there, if you want to have another wait, like after 3 days, it will be the next email, or 4 days would be, calling them. You can put that in the middle as well. So you have like a timing. All right. So you can go as much as, far off the branch. If you have like 10 different questions, I mean, answers to a question, you can add multiple branches and multiple actions from there. It's a matter of repeating the process and making sure that you are on the right branch. All right, I hope you learned something today. If you are interested in an expert doing this automation for you, the workflow, or even your survey funnel, your post call form, we have a Dream Assistant membership program, iways.com/stream assistant, where we can do all the tech projects and done for you solutions for you, so you don't have to take care of that, and you can focus more on income generating activity, completely done for you. Dream Assistant, at your side. We are your dream team, and we can do all of that setup, so that once it's done, it's been set up, you don't have to worry about them. All right, just go to ivy's.com/stream assistant. And if you have any questions, let us know. Don't hesitate to leave us a message so we can answer all your questions at hand. All right. Hope you learned something today and see you on the next tutorial. All right, so for today's tutorial video, I'm going to show you how you can import an entire ClickFunnels landing page into your Ivy Lead CRM without having to rebuild it from scratch. You heard it right, it will take you less than a minute to actually transfer over your ClickFunnels page into your Ivy Lead CRM. Now, I'm going to share with you an example. This is a ClickFunnels page of our dear friend Amy Amata, who's actually hosting a workshop on September, and we are in partnership with her in promoting this event. Now we are going to actually create our own page based on her ClickFunnels landing page, and instead of us, creating it from scratch, I'm going to show you something that will, help you transfer over your ClickFunnels page in less than a minute. So first step is to actually have the link from ClickFunnels that you want to, transfer over, and copy that link and go to your dashboard, click on sites. From here, we're going to create a new funnel. Okay, let's call it Amy VIP Day. Click on create funnel. Once you create that, click on add new step. And from here, you're going to paste the ClickFunnels URL that you've copied from ClickFunnels. So pasting that here, going to name it main page. And from here, go click on I confirm that this page either belongs to me or I have permission to use these assets. Now, when I click create funnel step, the system will actually rebuild the entire landing page without me having to do anything, right? In less than a minute, it will help